Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Keep playing hard. Check, right 54. Right 54. Let's go, baby. We turn up. Get that ball. 14. Got it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the set. Mike 6. Watch the slant. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for them on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Watch the twist. Rush in. Greystone, Travis. Fire.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know, I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Delta.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check back. Left pass.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Check 380. Check right 20. Guys, listen. Check safety. Check.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Wilson. Past the 20. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Get it.
2nd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch. Mike 9. X3. 218. Chopper. Tighten down.
2nd and 6. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Touch Missy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Slow down. 54. Oh, yeah, 50. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Tempo.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Check tight. Back. Friday.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. This is Barkley, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, zero, good time.
Now it's Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Coleman.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
65, 65, 65. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch the screen. Hey, seam 6. Watch the backer. 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
10-2 soft. Hey, exit. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike 9.
Now back to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Line 54. Rip right. Gun. 12. Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Right there.
From the 17, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Zach Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Leo.
Here's Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 27-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. No.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Hey, it's just me and you. Zebra. It's just me and you. SOS.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And he finds Howard complete. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
2nd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
You're out. On the ball. Hit it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Hey, Echo.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Grady Jarrett. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try for Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Here's Barkley, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This is Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Rashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Following the and no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Check. Watch 54.